All right, my friends, what a week it has been. A little bit of chaos this week. I have to travel tomorrow. Today is Thursday. So we're doing 2 workouts back to back. Well, actually we're combining workouts because I'm not going to get all 4 days. So the goal was to get as much work done as possible before I had to travel. I've got to go see the family. It's a lot of fun. You don't love to interrupt things in prep, but sometimes life gets in the way. We are not professional powerlifters. At least the majority of us are not professional powerlifters. Even those who say and make money from the sport of powerlifting may also have to have a second job. This is not like the NBA or football or whatever. This is a very niche sport. So oftentimes our mindset can say that this is the most important thing in the world. But if we really strip that back a little bit, a lot of us will start to understand that no, it's not the most important thing in the world. We have familial obligations, job obligations, etc. that get in the way. All that to say, my training this week has been a little bit hectic. So today what we're going to do is bench and deadlift singles. We did our squat, singles, and volume on a specific day 2 days ago. We took a rest day yesterday, and now we're going into the gym for the last time this week. The reason I'm comfortable doing this is when I come back from the trip that I'm going to take, I have a deload week. So I'm able to kind of manipulate things, maybe push a little bit more fatigue than I would like to this week, leading into a deload week in the following week after I get back from the trip. These are things that I'm able to do because I have a background in strength coaching, and this is something that, although I'm doing a pre-planned program, and I do think there's value in pre-planned programs, having a coach in a situation like this can really take a lot of the stress off of the lifter. I'm comfortable doing it because I'm doing this coach lifter role all in one. But if you are not experienced in programming or fatigue management, meet peaking, or anything like that, having a coach to help you can really take a lot of the stress off of you. We're gonna go in, we're gonna do some good training. Hopefully things will go okay. We've got bench singles at about 7.5 and deadlift singles at about 7.5. So the weight is pretty heavy. I'm excited. It should be fun training. I'm just ready for this hectic week to kind of be over, but we're going in with the best mindset we have. We're going in with an energetic mindset. Everything feels good. Let's get to the gym. Starting with yellows. Let's not crush the mic. Goal number 1. Uh-oh. Shoulder feels a little iffy. See if we can warm that out. Oh, let's see. That felt much better. I think we just need to warm it up a little bit. We already did 2 sets of 5, so we'll probably go 3 here. I've really cut down my warm-ups quite a bit. Like, basically after this, I'm probably going to do singles all the way up, but we'll see. Maybe doubles. There goes the microphone. Way too far down. But we'll take it. Definitely need to pause these a little bit longer, I think. A little touch and go on the first couple warm-ups. That's totally fine. I usually do that just to kind of warm up the tissue, make sure my shoulder's not going to explode or my elbow's not going to explode. But from here on, I want to be comp specific. So we'll pause. Still not great. All right, we're catching a single here. Comp specific, probably last warm up. Yep. Very nice. Didn't feel as arched as I needed to be, but It's okay. All right, that was bench. I don't really know how to feel. It seemed like it moved well on the camera. That's probably about 5 keys over my opener. I think I'm going to open at 150, which when I put it in perspective like that, that's crazy because consistently I've never hit bench press numbers even close to that. Now I have gained a lot of weight, so I mean you would hope that the bench would follow suit. But I think my perception is a little bit higher than where I actually am. I've got to realize that I'm battling to get good bench press training with the injuries that I've sustained in my shoulder and the pain that I've had in my elbow. So to consistently hit, 155 4 times for probably an RP 7.5, maybe 8 on the last one is really positive. So there's perception of where you should be, and then there's reality. And I think sometimes in powerlifting, you can overlook the reality and think that you need to be at a certain place when in actuality you don't. And that doesn't mean that you're not going to get to that place, but where you are right now, you have to be realistic. So going into the competition, I would love to open at 160, but based on that training, based on the previous amount of training, based on how my bench relates with my squat on the day, it's just not realistic. So we want to succeed by being realistic. So that's the main thing. And I'm telling you that as much as I'm telling myself that, because walking out of that training, I'm thinking bench is stupid. I don't ever want to bench again. I hate the way it makes me feel. I hate how unstable I feel, but getting some distance from it. So, probably a couple hours after the training session, I'll be able to actually take a critical look at what the reality of the situation is. And the reality is it's pretty damn positive. I have not benched anywhere near this consistently since I started powerlifting, like 3 years ago. So, positive. That's the mindset. But we're getting deeper and deeper into prep, so it's easier for me to start to, doom and gloom. But we're not going to do that this time. Things are going well. We're going to deadlift. I'm tight, man. My back is tight. So we're going to do a little bit more warm up. I don't know where we're supposed to be. I think we're supposed to be like 255, 260. So we'll see how we're feeling. Only 3 singles, dude. Three triples at 260. We'd be flying. But yeah, we're gonna get back in there and do some more training. My thumbs are toast. All right. As long as my thumb doesn't fall off, should be good. Not bad. A little slow, but we like it. Easy money, let's go. Just no legs at all. Yikes. Ooh, I think my thumbs are kind of toast, so I might strap this last one just to, I mean, my skin is like tearing. Whew, yeah, I'm not going to show the camera that, but no blood, so that's positive. I don't know. Probably strap up for the last one just to get 3 today rather than, skip it. Oh, that could have been better. Oh, I'm cooked. Oh. Oh, that was somehow worse than the last one. Oh, I think that's just fatigue. Got a deload coming. Thank goodness. But it was definitely not a 7. That last one was probably 8.5, 9. But first one was a 7. So I guess we'll take it. Peace. Another week in the book, my friends. It was a little bit hectic, but I think training went pretty well. As I was saying in the vlog portion of the video, I had to travel this weekend. I just got back. I'm feeling a little rough. I mean, it was a 6-hour drive there and back. My brother got engaged. It was a fantastic event. Powerlifting can sometimes feel like it is the most important thing in our lives. And I think that can be incredibly dangerous, not just for your out of the gym life, but also for your inside the gym life. If we give the sport of powerlifting, whether you compete, whether you're just in it to set personal PRs, too much power in our lives, it can actually be detrimental to our overall progress. When you give powerlifting too much power in your life, you focus on it too much, you overanalyze everything, your lifts will start to deteriorate. You'll start to have less fun in the gym. You will start to overanalyze technique. You'll start to beat yourself up over poor performances, even though they aren't that poor. It's important to always keep life in balance as much as you can. Now, I'm over here, easier said than done, of course. Leading up to this travel that I had to do over the weekend, I was so disappointed that I was going to miss a session, that I wasn't going to get the perfect training. You have to then take a step back, give yourself distance, and understand there is no such thing as the perfect training week or the perfect training session. The beauty of this sport is that you got to do a lot of things on the fly. Sometimes the gym is not going to feel great. Sometimes you're going to get under the bar to squat and you're going to feel like garbage. How you adapt to those situations is what makes you a good to great powerlifter. Not in terms of numbers or total, but in terms of longevity, in terms of being active in the sport, in terms of getting enjoyment out of this activity. Because like I said in the last vlog, most of us are not going to be paid for this. Most of us are not going to be professional powerlifters. We have to find the enjoyment in the smaller things, the 2.5 kilo jump in our PR on our bench press. These are the things that have to continue to give us fulfillment to continue us on the path of being a powerlifter. If you feel like you've been kind of stringing together some subpar training sessions and you're so overly focused on those training sessions, it may be time to look at your life outside of the gym. If that is out of balance, if that is out of whack, that may be what's leading you to these subpar training sessions. All I want to say is even during a meet prep, you have to be able to be flexible. I've been doing this for a couple years now. I'm gaining more and more experience, and every single time I go through a meet prep, I understand that the biggest thing that you need to be able to do is flex. You need to understand what your body's giving you, what your time schedule is giving you in real life, what your job, your familial responsibilities, your relationship, what those things are demanding of you, and you have to flex your training to get the best out of your training. Don't listen to this and think, oh, I can just half-ass my training. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say, how do you get the best out of your training and also out of your personal life? Those are the things that you need to learn
as you become a more experienced powerlifters, and they'll come as you go. Thanks for watching this week's episode. It means so much to me that you are keeping up with my powerlifting journey. Hopefully you're getting a little bit of tidbits of information as we go. I'm deloading this week, thank God. My fatigue level is pretty high, but next week's vlog may be a little bit low energy, so we may talk about attempt selection. If there's a specific topic that you want me to cover in next week's vlog and spend a little bit more time on it, I'd love to do that because the training's probably not going to be too in-depth. Thank you so much for watching. Get strong and stay strong.